The ADL, the Anti Defamation League, a lot of people like to call them the Apartheid Defense League. But, anyways, they just released their anti Semitic incident report for the year of 2025. And it proves exactly why people are becoming, it proves why people are becoming genuine anti Semites. And it's also proving why people are taking anti Semitism less and less seriously. And surprise, surprise, it's both of those reasons are directly because of organizations like the ADL and groups and people that they align themselves with. Before we get into this report, though, I do just want to make some things crystal clear. We aren't playing this real anti-Semitism game. In my comment section, I have no idea if this takes off in the algorithm where it will go, but we're not playing with real anti-Semitism here. If you're going to blame or hate on Jews or anything like that, get out. I don't want you here. I'm not entertaining that. My position of anti-Zionism has nothing to do with the Jewish people as a whole. Just be very clear about that. I will not entertain that in my comment section. And of course, what I will accept in my comment section is criticism of Israel and their genocide in Gaza and their war crimes all over, now moving to Lebanon. Anyways, let's get into this report. I'm not going to go over the whole report, and I'll explain to you why, but it's very long. That's one reason. The year 2025 was the third highest year on record for anti-Semitic incidents since the Anti Defamation League, ADL, began tracking them in 1979. Each year, the ADL tracks incidents of anti-Semitic harassment, vandalism, and physical assault in the United States in our annual audit of anti-Semitic incidents. While incidents of harassment and vandalism decreased significantly in 2025 from record highs in 2023 and 2024, physical assaults this past year, were higher than ever before. In 2025, there was an average of 17 incidents per day compared to an average of 8 incidents per day between 2020 and 2022. Key findings. Anti-Semitic incidents decreased significantly in 2025 compared to 2024, but levels remained much higher than in years prior to 2023. This report catalogs quantitative trends in anti-Semitic incident data in 2025, but each incident represents a real person in a community impacted by anti-Semitism. View more information on each one of the 6,274 incidents of anti-Semitism in the United States in 2025 below, and we're going to do exactly that. So let's start at looking at the harassment ones. Now, obviously, they are going to have real anti-Semitic incidents here, but I want you to pick up on, and I'm just going to, call them out as we come across them, what else they are including in here, which in my opinion just discredits your entire report and everything that comes after this. So let's look. Let's do this blue dot right here. Confidential, great, very anti-Semitic. Let's do here. A Jewish person received an email that read that the victim will pay a price and that there should be a second Holocaust against the Jews. Is that anti-Semitic? Absolutely. Let's go around more here. A middle school student made multiple remarks denying the Holocaust and performed a Nazi salute towards a Jewish classmate while saying it was not a Nazi salute because Elon Musk did it. That's okay. This doesn't, okay. Is that act anti-Semitic? Absolutely. But do I accept the ADL calling that out? No, because the kid did it because Elon Musk did it. And you know who came out and said that it wasn't a Sig Heil, it wasn't a Nazi salute? The ADL. The ADL defended Elon Musk. So you can't defend Elon Musk and say, oh, that wasn't a Nazi salute, and then put a report on here about how a kid did a Nazi salute and saying, oh, it's not a Nazi salute because Elon did it when you said the same thing. Oh, jeez. A yeshiva student was harassed by someone who pointed and yelled, "Free Palestine." Free Palestine. They put that under anti-Semitic harassment. Okay. Now, there is a point where context is important here. There is an argument you can make that this is anti-Semitic. Is this just a Jewish person minding their own business, or is this someone who has is flying an Israeli flag or has Israeli attire? Because what prompted that Free Palestine? If it was because on the fact that you're Jewish and they're just instantly associating you with the state of Israel, which unironically is what the ADL does, then Okay, but like if this is someone using Israel like has a flag or like some garment supporting Israel, then this is perfectly valid and not anti-Semitism, whether you are Jewish or not. Let's see. A student said Hitler was right and called another student Jew boy. Okay, that is anti-Semitic. Student protesters disrupted an event with a former Israeli Defense Force soldier at the University of North Carolina, Charlotte, shouting Nazi at the speaker. This is not anti-Semitic. An Israeli Defense Force soldier. So someone who is a part of the apparatus committing a genocide as we speak. No, I do not accept this. There is no argument you can make that this is anti-Semitism because you called an IDF soldier a Nazi. My Lord, man. Let's go around, find another. An anti-Israel rally organized by groups including PAL, AWDA. Protesters displayed signs with messages that include Zionism is terrorism. That's not anti-Semitic because Zionism is terrorism. Being a Zionist, Zionism is the most anti-Semitic thing you can do. All right, like can be. Jesus. Let's see. We'll do one more from the harassment. At an anti-Israel rally organized by Students for Justice in Palestine and Amherst for Palestine at Amherst College, protesters displayed signs which including "From the river to the sea," a slogan commonly used to call for the end of the Jewish state. That is not true. When you have pro-Palestinian, like college students or just pro-Palestinian activists, when they say "from the river to the sea," they're not saying annihilate all Jews. They're saying from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. It has nothing to do with the annihilation of Jews. That is not anti-Semitic at all. Let's see. Let's look at some of the vandalism ones. I'm curious on how this is going to be. A school was vandalized with graffiti that read "Gas the Jews." That is absolutely anti-Semitic. A swastika was drawn in a school bathroom. That is, yes, very anti-Semitic. Swastika graffiti was painted under a bridge. Anti-Semitic. A park was vandalized. I'm not even going to read that, but yep, that is anti-Semitic. A desk in a high school classroom was vandalized with a swastika and a racial slur. That's anti-Semitic. Individuals associated with the Patriot Front, a white supremacist group, posted stickers. Yeah. Wait. From a white supremacist group posted stickers that read "Life, Liberty, Victory, No Zionists in Government. We serve one nation, strong families, strong nations, and united we stand." I Patriot Front is a white supremacist group, but like "Life, Liberty, Victory, No Zionists in Government." That's not anti-Semitic, okay? This is the pattern that I wanted to make clear to you, is that they are including instances of criticisms or saying, "Hey, Israel's committing a genocide." They are saying that is anti-Semitic. They are saying criticizing Zionism is anti-Semitic. Okay, like that's where I draw the issue here, and that's how you just instantly tank the credibility of everything else you have in here. It undermines everything else you have in here when you include these types of things. Let's see. Under the assault, an elderly person was pushed by someone who yelled, "Kill the Jews, love Hitler," obviously anti-Semitic. And individual harassed a business owner after. Okay, yeah, that's anti-Semitic. A Jewish person leaving an Israel Day parade was shoved, punched, and kicked by a group of anti-Israel protesters who held an Israeli flag with a swastika replacing the Star of David and called the victim Nazi, Zionist, genocide perpetrator. Jesus. Yeah, I'd say that's anti-Semitic. Like, you shouldn't, like, with the whole Nazi, what is it, the Star of David, and yeah, the swastika. That's anti-Semitic. Now, this person was leaving an Israel Day parade, by the way. So, like, if this would have been under harassment, minus the swastika, I would have been like, okay, like anyone who shows support to Israel should be publicly shamed. Yeah, like these ones are actually going to be instances of anti-Semitism, I would say, because like it's straight up assault, and normally you don't have like actual like pro-Palestinian protesters like assaulting, like physically assaulting Jews. You have the harassment because, you know, if you say Zionism is terrorism, then you're anti-Semitic. It's ridiculous, man. And the fact that like that's just me randomly selecting out of all the thousands. Like you see me just randomly going through it. Like, can you see what I'm trying to say here? Like, you tank your credibility, your report, when you include those types of incidents. You're undermining real cases of anti-Semitism. You're inflating the numbers with bullshit. It's just true. And in fact, every case that you put in here of criticizing Zionism or the state of Israel as anti-Semitic, that's probably one report of a real anti-Semitism case that you didn't put here. But you will never convince me that Zionism and like Zionist isn't like the real most anti-Semitic thing you can do, and it's not even close. Like if you're a Zionist, you are the most anti-Semitic motherfucker on the planet, and there's no other group even close. Like you go out on a daily basis and you conflate the nation state of Israel, a genocidal ethno-state, with all Jewish people. You say things like all Jews have a connection to Israel. Israel represents all Jews. Everything Israel does is to protect Jews. Or criticizing Israel is criticizing all Jews and Judaism as a whole. Being anti-Zionist is being anti-Semitic. Like, you are the anti-Semites. Like, how dare you tie all Jewish people to a genocidal ethno-state? What is wrong with you? That is anti-Semitism. And that is what pushes people when you keep telling people who aren't the brightest that, hey, you keep criticizing Israel, you keep criticizing Zionism, that means you hate Jews. Eventually, they're just going to be like, okay, I guess I hate all Jews then. And that is your fault. That is your fault. Okay? Like, you are pushing people to, by your own words, to conflate Jewish people with the state of Israel and the actions of the state of Israel. That is on you. And the ADL is one of the biggest perpetuators of that. Like their founder, or the current speaker or whatever, Jonathan Greenblatt, all he does is go out and talk about how Hassan Piker is extremely anti-Semitic. It's like, okay, I see where you're like, I see you don't give a shit about actual anti-Semitism. Got it. Thanks. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and I will see you in the next one. If you made it to this point in the video, I just want to give a special thank you. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button down below. And if you really enjoyed it, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button while you're down there. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. I will try to reply to any and all comments that I can. Until next time, watch that video on screen.